நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினர் மேதகு முன்னாள் ஆளுநர் டாக்டர் தமிழிசை சவுந்தரராஜன் அவர்களை இந்நிகழ்விற்கு வருக வருக என வரவேற்கிறோம். குத்துவிளக்கேற்றிய மரியாதைக்குரிய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் அவர்களுக்கும் மற்றும் அனைத்து கௌரவ விருந்தினர்களுக்கும் மிக்க நன்றி. அஞ்சாமை ஈகை அறிவூக்கம் இந்நான்கும் எஞ்சாமை வேந்தற்கு இயல்பு என்கிறது வள்ளுவம். கண்ட கனவுகளை எவ்வளவு இடர் வரினும் காப்பாற்றும் துணிவும் ஊக்கமும் பெற்ற நிர்வாக தலைவர் முனைவர் திருமதி வைஷ்ணவி அவர்களை இவ்விருபதாம் ஆண்டு விழாவிற்கு வருகை தந்த அனைவரையும் வரவேற்று உரையாற்ற அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, dedicated faculty, SA family members, press and media, respected bureaucrats, our aspiring civil servants, today we have gathered here to celebrate a remarkable milestone in the journey of Shankar I.ஏ.எஸ Academy. A very happy morning to all of you. In this historic moment, I would like to extend our warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Honorable Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu, former Vice President of India. Welcome, sir. Shri P. Sadasivam, sir, former Chief Justice of India and former Governor of Kerala. Welcome, sir. Shri Tamilisai Soundararajan, ma'am, former Governor of Telangana and Puducherry. Shri P. Ramasamy, former Secretary, Department of Science and Technology. Shri Rajkumar I.ஏ.எஸ், former Secretary for Government of Tamil Nadu. Shri Machendranath I.ஏ.எஸ், former Secretary, Government of India. Shri Satish Kumar Dogra IPS, former DGP of Tamil Nadu. And my beloved father, Shri S.R. Dina Thanthi, who had been a pillar of support for us. 20 years ago, a vision was born, a vision to empower individuals with the knowledge, skills and confidence to transform not just their lives, but also the lives of countless others. Today, we honor that vision as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of Shankar I.ஏ.எஸ Academy. As I stand before you, I am filled with admiration for all those who have been part of this incredible journey. From the humble beginnings of this academy by Mr. D. Shankar, who had a great passion towards the subject of geography, to becoming one of the leading institutions for civil services preparation, every step has been paved with hard work, dedication, and an unwavering belief in the potential of our students. Each student who walked through these doors carried with them dreams of making a difference, dreams of serving their country. Today, as we celebrate, we also reflect on the profound impact our academy has made on our students and their communities. To the aspiring I.ஏ.எஸ் officers in this room, I want to remind you that the journey you are on is not an easy one. It requires resilience, determination, and a steadfast commitment to your goals. But remember, every great achievement was once considered impossible. The challenges what you face today are merely stepping stones on your path to greatness. Think about it. The civil services are not just a job, it's a calling to serve, to lead and to inspire. You are not just preparing for an examination, you are preparing to take a role that will shape the future of our nation. At ஐ.ஏ.எஸ Academy, you have access to wealth of knowledge and experience. You are guided by mentors who have walked the path you aspire to tread. Each lecture, each discussion, and each mock interview is designed to equip you with the tools you need to succeed. Embrace this opportunity, dive deep into your studies. Ask questions, challenge yourself, surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your passion and drive. As you embark on this journey, let me remind you of the importance of integrity, empathy, and humility. These values will serve as a compass in the years to come. The world needs leaders who are not only knowledgeable but also compassionate. Leaders who can empathize with the struggle of others and work tirelessly to make a difference. So, as we celebrate this momentous occasion, I urge all of you to dream big and pursue those dreams with unwavering resolve. Let the legacy of ஐ.ஏ.எஸ Academy inspire you to reach new heights. Remember that the future of the nation depends on the dedication and hard work of individuals like you. Thank you for being part of this celebration. Together, let us continue to strive for excellence and work towards a brighter future for India. Here is to the next 20 years of ஐ.ஏ.எஸ Academy and to all of you who will carry forward its legacy. Thank you everyone. Good day.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm welcome and the inspiring speech. Now it's time to felicitate our chief guest and our guest of honor.
முதலாவதாக நம் விழாவின் முக்கிய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் மேதகு முன்னாள் துணை குடியரசுத் தலைவர் உயர் திரு வெங்கையா நாயுடு அவர்களுக்கு பொன்னாடை அணிவித்து மரியாதை செலுத்த நமது நிறுவனத்தின் மேனேஜிங் பார்ட்னர் திரு தீனதயாளன் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். எப்போதும் தமிழ்நாட்டின் மீது மாறா பற்றும் ஆந்திரமும் தமிழகமும் ஒன்றாக இருந்தபோது நெல்லூரில் பிறந்ததாலோ என்னவோ வேர்கள் பின்னி பிணைந்திருப்பதன் அடையாளமாக தமிழர் மீதும் தமிழ் மண்ணின் மீதும் மிகுந்த மரியாதை கொண்டிருக்கும் மேதகு முன்னாள் துணை குடியரசுத் தலைவர் அவர்களுக்கு நமது மண்ணின் பெருமையை பறைசாற்றும் விதமாக வள்ளுவர் கோட்டத்தின் உருவ மாதிரியை நினைவு பரிசாக வழங்க ஐ.ஏ.எஸ அகாடமியின் நிர்வாக இயக்குனர் திருமதி வைஷ்ணவி அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். நமது தமிழகத்தின் சிறப்பு அடையாளம் கௌரவ விருந்தினர் உச்சநீதிமன்றத்தின் முன்னாள் தலைமை நீதியரசரும் மற்றும் கேரளத்தின் முன்னாள் ஆளுநருமான நீதியரசர் திரு சதாசிவம் அவர்களுக்கு பொன்னாடை அணிவித்து மரியாதை செலுத்த நமது நிறுவனத்தின் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் ஹெட் திரு பாஸ்கர் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். கட்டடக்கலையின் கவித்துவ அடையாளமாகவும் பெருமை மிகு வரலாற்று சின்னமாகவும் விளங்கும் மாமல்லபுர கடற்கரை கோவிலின் உருவ மாதிரியை நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினர் மேதகு நீதியரசர் அவர்களுக்கு நினைவு பரிசாக வழங்க கல்வித்துறை தலைவர் திரு சந்திரசேகர் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினர் தெலுங்கானா மற்றும் புதுச்சேரியின் மேதகு முன்னாள் ஆளுநர் திருமதி தமிழிசை சவுந்தரராஜன் அவர்களுக்கு பொன்னாடை அணிவித்து கௌரவிக்க ஐ.ஏ.எஸ அகாடமியின் சமூகவியல் பிரிவின் சீனியர் ஃபேக்கல்டி திருமதி ரஜிதா சிவசங்கரன் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். தமிழக அரசின் அரசு சின்னமும் தமிழக கட்டிடக்கலையின் பெருமிதமுமான ஸ்ரீவல்லிபுத்தூர் கோபுரத்தின் உருவ மாதிரியை நினைவு பரிசாக வழங்க ஐ.ஏ.எஸ அகாடமியின் மனிதவளத்துறை தலைவர் திருமதி பத்மப்ரியா அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். இந்திய அரசின் அறிவியல் மற்றும் தொழில்நுட்பத் துறையின் முன்னாள் செயலாளரும் நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினருமான மரியாதைக்குரிய டாக்டர் பி. ராமசாமி அவர்களுக்கு பொன்னாடை அணிவித்து சிறப்பு செய்ய நமது தமிழ்துறை ஆசிரியர் திரு இளங்கோ அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். ஸ்ரீவில்லிபுத்தூரில் பிறந்து இந்நாட்டிற்கு பெருமை சேர்த்த நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினர் மரியாதைக்குரிய டாக்டர் பி. ராமசாமி அவர்களுக்கு அவர் பிறந்த மண்ணின் அடையாளமாகிய தமிழக அரசின் அரசு சின்னமாக விளங்கும் ஸ்ரீவில்லிபுத்தூர் கோபுரத்தின் உருவ மாதிரியை நினைவு பரிசாக வழங்க வரலாற்று பிரிவு ஆசிரியர் திரு வி. கே. கணேஷ் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். மக்கள் நலனையே தன் பணியின் குறிக்கோளாக கருதி உழைத்து தமிழக அரசின் முன்னாள் துணை தலைமைச் செயலாளராக பணியாற்றிய நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினர் மரியாதைக்குரிய உயர் திரு ஜி.ஏ. ராஜ்குமார் ஐ.ஏ.எஸ் அவர்களுக்கு பொன்னாடை அணிவித்து கௌரவிக்க நமது சட்டப்பிரிவு ஆசிரியர் திரு கார்த்திகேயன் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். அரசியலமைப்பு சாசனத்தை அடியொட்டி பணி செய்து மக்களின் வாழ்வில் ஒளியேற்றிய அதிகாரிக்கு சாஞ்சி ஸ்தூபத்தின் உருவ மாதிரியை நினைவு பரிசாக வழங்க நமது பொருளாதாரத்துறை ஆசிரியர் திரு மணிகண்டன் அவர்களை மேடைக்கு அழைக்கிறோம். நெல்லையில் பிறந்து ஆட்சிப்பணித்துறையில் அமர்ந்து வான்வழி, கடல் வழி, சாலை வழி போக்குவரத்து என அனைத்து துறைகளிலும் தடம் பதித்து தேசத்தின் பயணத்தில் மாற்றம் விளைவித்த நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினர் முன்னாள் அரசு செயலருமான திரு மச்சேந்திரநாதன் ஐ.ஏ.எஸ் அவர்களுக்கு பொன்னாடை அணிவித்து கௌரவிக்க நமது நிறுவனத்தின் ஹெட் ஆஃப் மெயின்டெனன்ஸ் திரு வெங்கட் பிரசாத் அவர்களை அன்புடன் மேடைக்கு அழைக்கிறோம். அரசியலமைப்பின் அடிநாதத்தை அடியொற்றி பணிபுரிந்த அதிகாரிக்கு சாஞ்சி ஸ்தூபத்தின் நினைவு பரிசை வழங்க நமது வரலாற்று பிரிவு ஆசிரியர் திரு சரவணமூர்த்தி அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். வடமாநிலத்தில் பிறந்து தமிழகத்தின் தலைமை காவல் இயக்குனர் எனும் உயரிய பதவியில் பணி நிறைவு செய்த முன்னாள் டிஜிபி மரியாதைக்குரிய திரு சதீஷ்குமார் போக்ரா ஐ.பி.எஸ் அவர்களுக்கு பொன்னாடை அணிவித்து கௌரவிக்க நமது பொது நிர்வாகத்துறை ஆசிரியர் திரு அருண் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினர் முன்னாள் டிஜிபி மரியாதைக்குரிய திரு சதீஷ்குமார் டோக்ரா ஐ.பி.எஸ் அவர்களுக்கு நினைவு பரிசை வழங்க சங்கர் மெடிக்கோ அகாடமியின் இயக்குனர் டாக்டர் நந்தகுமார் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம். ஒருங்கிணைந்த தமிழகத்தின் நெல்லூரில் பிறந்து இந்தியாவின் ஒப்பற்ற தலைவருள் ஒருவராக உயர்ந்து தவிர்க்க முடியாத அரசியல் ஆளுமையாக உருவெடுத்து தற்போது தலைமை சிறப்புரை ஆற்ற இருக்கும் மேதகு முன்னாள் துணை குடியரசுத் தலைவர் திரு வெங்கையா நாயுடு பற்றிய ஓரிரு வரிகள்.
Our esteemed chief guests, ladies and gentlemen, my dear students, my SAA family members. Today is a milestone of 2 decades and I am proudly wishing you all a great day and my regards. It's a privilege and a great honor to introduce our Honorable former Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu, a leader who has dedicated his life in serving the nation with passion and integrity. Tracing his initial journey graduated as a lawyer from Andhra University. His political interest began from a very young age in college, as he was a Students' Union President of VR College in 1971. He served as the 13th Vice President of India and served as the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. His wisdom and leadership played a pivotal role in upholding the dignity of office and strengthening democratic process. Known for his powerful oratory skills, he has consistently championed for the voices and causes of our farmers and for the development of backward areas. Having held various important organizational positions at both state and national levels, he was elected to the Rajya Sabha from Karnataka in 1998 and subsequently re-elected in 2004 and 2010. A true advocate for our linguistic unity, he took the initiative to master Hindi and addressed public rallies across northern India. Following the National Democratic Alliance victory, he was appointed the Union Cabinet Minister for Rural Development during former Prime Minister Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government rule. His tenure was marked by many reformer rural areas with introduction of landmark initiatives like Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, which aimed to transform rural infrastructure. He has been a prominent political leader for many years, known for his deep commitment to public service. Before becoming Vice President, he has held several key positions in Government of India, including Union Minister of Urban Development and Housing, Rural Development and Parliamentary Affairs. He also served as the President of UN Habitat, representing our nation on global platform. His efforts in these roles have left a lasting impact on India's development. Adding one more to many of his achievements, Honorable Sri M. Venkaiah Naidu conferred doctorate for contribution in rule of law, democracy and sustainable development by University of Peace. He is also a strong advocate for our Indian culture, heritage and languages. His inspiring journey from humble beginnings to one of his highest office in the country teaches the value of hard work, dedication and service to society. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri M. Venkaiah Naidu, to give few words to us.
மரியாதைக்குரிய முன்னாள் கேரளா அருண் அவர்கள் பி சதாசிவம் அவர்களே, மரியாதைக்குரிய டாக்டர் தமிழிசை சவுந்தரராஜன் அவர்களே, இந்திய அரசின் முன்னாள் செயலாளர் டாக்டர் ராமசாமி அவர்களே, இந்திய அரசின் முன்னாள் செயலாளர் டாக்டர் மகேந்திரநாதன் அவர்களே, திரு டோக்ரா முன்னாள் டிஜிபி, சங்கர் ஐ.ஏ.எஸ் கல்விக்கோட்டையின் நிர்வாக இயக்குனர் டாக்டர் வைஷ்ணவி, நிர்வாக வகுப்பாளர் டாக்டர் தீன்தயாளினி, அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். I think it is first time in my life that I am the first speaker. But keeping in view my other engagement, I think they have given me this opportunity to be the first speaker. There are many eminent people on the dais. You will be benefited to have the wisdom through their speeches. I am really happy to be here in this prestigious Shankar I.A.S. Academy. When Dr. Vaishnavi met me and explained me about the background of the institute, I assured her I will definitely make it one day during my visit to Tamil Nadu. And it has an impressive background, progress, contribution to the civil service in the country all these years, 20 years. My dear youngsters, I am very happy to know the presentation and also the information given to me that this academy has emerged as a catalyst making this challenging journey more accessible to the aspirants across India. I am told that the academy has empowered many individuals. You also saw the presentation and the contribution made by the academy. I would like to first compliment the academy for this wonderful education initiative and preparing the future civil servants for the country. Civil servants play a central role in governance and development of a nation. Therefore, the first Home Minister of India, Sri Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, rightly described our civil service as the steel frame of our country. Civil servants are the backbone of any democratic government, executing policies. Politicians, legislators, parliamentarians and officers, they formulate and they pass and then present to the nation various policies and programs and also welfare measures. But it is the responsibility and duty of the civil servants to see that they are properly executed. So it's a very important responsibility. This responsibility spans across various sectors in the country, being health, education, agriculture, law and order, social welfare, industries and infrastructure. In the recent years, there has been a growing recognition of the need for civil servants to adapt to the changing times and focus on bridging the gaps in development, particularly in sectors like health and education. Lot of people, lot of governments now are giving a lot of things freebies. I am totally against the freebies. With all my experience in public life, as a legislator, as a parliamentarian, as a minister, and then as vice president, I have realized these freebies are not going to help the people at all. They will make them lazy. Once they become lazy, they will become crazy also. This has to be understood by one and all. But I am in favor of giving free education, free health and free education. These are the two things that are required. If the government, the day any government here or there, if they sincerely implement these two, education and health, you will be empowering the nation. You will be strengthening the nation. And you will be really preparing for a future generation which is capable of really making the country strong. This is my advice. I have chosen this forum not only for your sake, for the sake of the people across the country, that this is an important thing now. And secondly, this civil service, politics, health and education and civil service, they used to be called as a mission for the nation, without expecting commission or giving remission or doing any omission. Passion for the nation, that is what is required. Passion for the nation. Nation means people across the country from all walks of life, irrespective of caste, creed, sex, religion and region. We are all Indians, and all the Indians has to be served, and particularly the downtrodden. The people who are living below poverty line, their welfare, their upliftment should be uppermost in the minds of civil servants. This is my advice to the civil servants. And secondly, the government policies, they have to be implemented in an effective manner. Programs may be good, policies may be good. If the implementation is bad, then it doesn't serve any purpose. And the government also will become unpopular. So the last and delivery, reaching out to the people, that is more important. Of course, now we have technology, lot of new ideas have come. The Prime Minister has given a 3-line advice. He said reform, perform and transform. Transformation for the sake of the nation. Transforming the system. There should not be any need to stand in queue, stand in a queue, going and meet and greet and then shake hand and do something in between hand. Should not be any necessity at all. This is very important. That's why new ideas, new programs have come. You have seen the direct benefit transfer, scholarship, pension, and many of the other, whatever government decides, they should be directly transferred to the people. It is the duty of the civil servants to see that it reaches the targeted people. That is very important, and it should not be allowed to deviate or dilute or distort the government's good intentions. This is my another advice. My dear youngsters who are all going through this training, pay attention. Try to learn as much as you can. Various issues. We are a vast country. We have a lot of problems also. So we should really try to understand the country first and the problems next. And then during the course I was saying that we must ask questions. This is what is required, questions. That's why I advise to the parliamentarians also to utilize the question hour properly. If you nowadays it has become a fashion to disturb the question hour and not to have any questions at all. The purpose is lost. The ministers, for the information of the legislators, I would like to tell them, the ministers will be happy because you are not asking questions. He is happy. You are not asking searching questions. You are not trying to elicit proper information. Or you are not trying to corner the government. Instead of asking questions in parliament, some people are coming out and asking questions outside. Outside, nobody is going to answer your questions. Simple. This has to be understood by our parliamentarians also. Parliamentarians, legislators, and the people at the higher level, they are ideal to the people. So they are role models. The role models should conduct themselves in a better manner, maintain high standards, set up high standards, and then guide the people. If they themselves trying to disrupt, obstruction, destruction has become a fashion nowadays. I am not talking of this party or that party. I am out of politics. So there is no question of mentioning any party. And of course, we are seeing there is not much difference except few. Keeping this in mind, people in legislature, they should perform their responsibility. People in civil service, they should perform their responsibility for the betterment of the nation. Another point I want to make is the country is moving forward. Once upon a time, India was known as a Visva Guru. Students from across the globe, they used to come to India and study in Nalanda and Takshashila. Centers of learning and excellence. Foreign students also used to come. It's not that we are boasting about our country. Pahian, Huan Song, the Chinese historians, they came, they also wrote about it. But unfortunately, afterwards, our history has been distorted. We were told that Alexander the Great, And also Robert Clive the Great, Alexander the Great, history being taught to the students. But not Veerapandya Kattabomman, but not Allur Sitaramraju, but not Jhansi Lakshmi Bai. So this distortion also has to go. I am happy that the new education policy brings a lot of changes and gives proper direction in the interest of the nation. And another thing is that the people who are aspiring to be civil servants, they must try to learn as many languages as possible. What I suggest is first mother tongue, later brother tongue, afterwards any other tongue. This has to be the program. When I was addressing a meeting in interior Tamil Nadu, one boy told me, "Sir, Hindi is being imposed, forced on us." I said, "I am against imposition." The children, they started clapping. And I said, "I am against imposition. I told them there should not be any imposition. Second point I told them is there should not be any opposition. That is my proposition. It should be your position also. I have my own experience. I am from Nellore. We were slightly influenced by Tamil Nadu, and we have a special liking for Tamil Nadu also. You know also that I am coming often to this part of the country because Tamil culture, Tamilian people, they are very hard-working, they are very sincere and very genuine. So I have a special liking for Tamil Nadu. And a lot of people from this state has risen to the higher positions, including the top civil service posts also. And they have provided an excellent administration, best civil servants from Tamil Nadu people used to say. And of course, at times, best ministers also. I am not talking about the present this thing because that will lead into controversies unnecessary. And I am not trying to make any comparison. My dear youngsters, try to learn first mother tongue, then other languages, then learn Hindi also. I know I am speaking in Tamil Nadu. Yes, I am speaking in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is part of India. That is Bharat. So our children here, if you don't learn Hindi, you will be missing opportunities to go to the national level. I have not studied Hindi properly during my childhood because of the influence. There was a strike going on, anti-Hindi agitation. So happily those days, younger days, any strike means we used to feel happy because strike means no school. Happy. Go and enjoy. So one day we went to school and then we were told today is strike. Then we came out without knowing what is the issue for the strike also. They were saying that one parent came here to meet his son in Pachappa's college. Students were all on the road. He asked innocently, "Bhai, what is happening?" The one boy told him, "Sir, we are on a strike." This man innocently, because he is from a village, he asked, "What is the issue?" The boy said, "Sir, we are on strike. Issue will be decided in the evening general body meeting." That's how people used to describe the situation. So then we came out and then we were inquiring, "Bhai, हमारा शहर में हिंदी कहाँ है? Where is Hindi in our town?" Because in Nellore there was no Hindi. Each one looked at others and then one boy came and he said, "Sir, two places Hindi is there." What are the two places? One is the railway station, another is the post office. We got divided into two batches and went and then put tar there. Later, after reaching Delhi as the General Secretary of the BJP, I have realized I have not put tar to that signboard, I have put tar on my face. Because without Hindi, you can't communicate with the people. Go to Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Bihar, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, really all those, many of these regions, Rajasthan. You will not be, if you speak in English, only 2% people will be able to understand. So you have to, not only Hindi, my advice is try to learn as many languages as possible. We have beautiful Indian languages. Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayali, Marathi, Assami, Punjabi, Bhojpuri. So many languages are there. Try to learn as many as possible so that you will be able to communicate, you understand better and able to communicate with the people. This is my another advice. Then the next advice is, please always aim high, dream high, work hard. Without working hard, simply being dreaming is not going to solve the problems. Aim high, dream high, work hard. And then another advice is, be disciplined in your life. Now, even later, one has to be disciplined. Time sense. Time means time. You have to be before time. 5 minutes before time. That should be the practice. So that you will be sending a right message to the generations of the country. This is another advice of mine. And then do some physical fitness. IAS or IPS or any other officer, or for that matter even public personalities, they should be physically fit. If you are physically fit, then you will be mentally alert. This is to be understood, and for that we must follow our ancient Indian traditions. Simple, rise with the sun, not the local party sun, your sun. The sun god. Morning 6 o'clock, 5:45, get up early, do your work, and then by sunset one must complete their work. Nowadays it has become a fashion. Some people, they say up to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock they are awake. And I asked one family, they said, sir, my boy works very hard, but he slept late, and that's why he could not get up. And I went to their house. Then I said, call that boy. I called the boy, asked him, what is it you have done yesterday? He said, uncle, I was so busy. I said, for my sake, for my understanding, please write down. I am giving you a paper, one paper, full paper, what you have done yesterday, since morning. So he wrote promptly and gave back the paper to me. He said, morning 6:30 I was busy, 7:30 I was busy, 8:30 I was busy. He was busy up to 11:30 in the night. What is busy? He didn't even explain, because he was not as busy. This is the busy. And another problem is this electronic gadgets. They are of much use, but if you use them excessively, you will become a prisoner, and it will create problems, and it will disturb your mind. Peace is prerequisite for progress and hard work. If peace is there, then you can progress. If there is no peace, there will not be any attention, and you will not be able to have any retention, and you will be doing only pretension. This has to be understood by all. So be peaceful, be purposeful, have positive attitude. Positivity is very good, except during Corona. Positive is a very positive word, good word. During Corona, of course, positive means it was negative for the people. So please always have a positive attitude. That will really help you. And the last point, I don't want to take much of your time, there are galaxy of senior readers. The last point I would like to tell you is, the country is moving forward. India is being once again recognized and respected worldwide, and various fields in the world. In the international community, our Indians are leading, and the people from south, they are more in the forefront. Sundar Pichai, Indira Nuyyi, or even Satya Nadella. There are many examples. I don't want to elaborate all those. They are all leading, even the multinational companies, they are leading. But the problem is now, with the growth of the country, certain forces, more particularly in the West, they are not able to appreciate our growth. They are envy of us. They are not able to digest. I say they are suffering from indigestion also. That India is moving forward, India is becoming fast, India's economy is stable, India is doing this, India is doing that, India is space research, India is on top. Lot of things are happening in India. So some people are not able to digest our growth and emergence as a superpower. We also, yes, we want to emerge as a superpower. Superpower not to boss over others. Go through the history of India. Indians, we never believed in slavery. We never believed in this, what you call as Samrajyavada, occupying and expanding your empire. We never did it. We never attacked any country. All the Tam, Dick and Harry, they came and they ruled us, they ruined us, they cheated us, they looted us also, I can say, including English people. But India never attacked any country. That is the greatness of this country. That is the greatness of this. Yes, we want to become a superpower to give knowledge to others. We believe in Vasudaika Kutumbakam. We believe in Vasudaika Kutumbakam. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. We have the principle of share and care. Share and care is the core of Indian philosophy. Whatever you have, whether it is wealth, whether it is knowledge, you share with others. That is the tradition of India. So keeping that in mind, and we become superpower also. Now already we are the 5th largest economy, and there is a possibility of our becoming 3rd largest economy in the world in the near future. That is going to happen. None can stop our growth, but that is to share your knowledge, your wealth with others, not to boss over anybody, not to enslave anybody. That is the purpose. But as I told you, the lot of negative propaganda about India. Some people write it about ideologically, so-called ideologically. They are ill-advised, misguided, and some people write about India negatively because of jealousy. And some people are not able to understand India. Indian Prime Minister is now welcomed everywhere in the world. Our Indian Prime Minister is able to shake hands with the different heads of the different countries. You are seeing how the response is worldwide. And the recent survey also indicates the Indian Prime Minister is around 60 to 70%. American President is around 35%. I am not mentioning about individuals' names and all, because I don't want to get into politics. The country, Prime Minister is Prime Minister of the country. He represents India. India means all of us. So please take care of this, and that we can sustain this in spite of negative campaigns if we work hard, if you work sincerely, if you work honest. Honesty is very much required. Corruption should not be allowed, otherwise it will be an eruption. We should see to it that we serve the fellow Indians in the civil service or any other service, and give them a helping hand, and then move on to become a strong, stable and prosperous and peaceful nation. Our conduct should not lead to any tension, because it will divert attention. Our conduct should be positive. Our conduct should be construction, not destruction or obstruction. This has to be understood and kept in mind by everybody. Why stressing all this is some of the youngsters who are all being trained here, they are likely to get into IAS or IPS or IFS. And then if they perform their responsibilities to the best satisfaction of the people and the country and to their conscience, only two things should be kept in mind. Forget politics, it happens. Constitution and consciousness. Constitution and consciousness. These has to be kept in mind by the youngsters. So please work hard. Try to get the required rank and then enter into service and then do serve the people. This is my advice. I would like to once again compliment the Shankar Academy here and also the Madam. Today, I know about you, but today I have gone through your total contribution and educational qualification. Really great. And I would like to compliment you. for being that much knowledgeable, and then Vaishnavi means for all. Throw the light and then guide them properly and keep it up. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Nandri. Vanakkam.
You have again proved that you are a visionary. As we listen to your speech, we promise that we will build bureaucracy with transparency and literacy, accuracy to serve the democracy. We will make them to fight the superstition and to win the competition to serve as per the Constitution and serve the nation. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Thank you, sir, for proving us the kindest of all is the strongest of all. We are inspired once again to take the path of empathy and integrity by being peaceful, purposeful, and positive. Thank you, sir.
அன்று அடுத்ததாக கல்வனை கோரல் கடுங்கோல் அன்று வெல்வேல் கொற்றம் கான் என்கிறது சிலப்பதிகாரம். தவறிழைத்தோரை தண்டித்தல் கொடுங்கோல் அல்ல, அதுவே அரச நீதி என்பதே சிலப்பதிகாரம் கூறும் கூற்று. அதையே தன் வாழ்வாக்கி மனித குலத்தின் அநீதிகளை தட்டி கேட்டவர் ஊனமுற்றோர் இடஒதுக்கீடு, நோட்டா எனும் உரிமையை தேர்தலில் பெற்று தந்தது, சஃபாய் கரம்சாரிகளுக்கான தீர்வு என நீதி அரசராகவே திகழ்ந்த நமது கௌரவ விருந்தினர் மேதகு முன்னாள் உச்சநீதிமன்ற தலைமை நீதியரசர் பற்றி சிறுவரிகள்.
Hope is a good thing, of course greatest of all. Judiciary has always been the light of hope to us all. I am honored and privileged to introduce such a hope of light, Honorable former Chief Justice of India, Sri P. Sadasivam, a distinguished leader whose career reflects exceptional service to our nation. He served as the 40th Chief Justice of India, holding the highest judicial office in the country from 2013 to 2014. He is only the second judge from Tamil Nadu to achieve this honor. He enrolled as an advocate in 1973 at the Madras High Court. His legal journey saw him rise through the ranks, first serving as an additional government pleader, later as a special government pleader in the same court. His exemplary skills and commitment to justice led to his appointment as a permanent judge of Madras High Court in 1996, followed by the Court of Punjab and Haryana High Court in 2007. In August 2007, he was elevated to Supreme Court of India, where he authored 338 judgments covering a wide range of significant legal issues. His tenure as the Chief Justice of India from 2013 to 2014 was marked by his deep understanding of law and his unwavering commitment to uphold justice. During this period, he also served as the chairman of General Council of Gujarat National Law University. After retiring from an illustrious judicial career, he continued to serve the nation as the 21st Governor of Kerala. Remarkably, he was the first former Chief Justice of India to be appointed as a state governor. Throughout his career, he has upheld the principles of justice, fairness, and the service to the society. His journey stands an inspiration for all of us to strive for excellence in our chosen path. Let us all join hands in giving a warm welcome to our honorable chief guest to give a few inspiring words.
Respected Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu, former Vice President of India, Madam Tamilisai Soundararajan, former Governor of Telangana, Dr. Ramaswamy, Dr. Rajkumar, Shri Machendranathan, Mr. Dogra, former DGP, other distinguished former secretaries, Mrs. Vaishnavi Devi, Managing Director, Mr. Dina Dayalan, Managing Partner, other academicians, staff of this academy, respected audience present here, friends in media, good morning to all. I am glad to participate in the 20th annual day celebrations, that is Civil Services Conclave of Shankar I.A.எஸ Academy. Today at Chennai, which is one of the qualified institutions which provide coaching and monitoring to thousands of civil service aspirants from 2004. I was informed that this academy has evolved over the years to the extent in helping 1,900 plus candidates realize their dreams of becoming brewocrat. I also noted that this academy is providing online classes and having good infrastructure and other facilities. Now, in my address, I am going to explain the activities of this institution and do's and do nots of bureaucrats. Now, I started from a farming community. I am going to tell everything. I am going to may take some more time. Studied in a government school, government college in Tamil medium, reached the highest position in the judiciary. That may be useful for the students present here. And when you become a bureaucrat, either I.A.எஸ or I.P.S. or I.F.S., it may be useful. I had the opportunity to assess these officers' performance as a judge of the two high courts, Madras and Punjab and Haryana, and Supreme Court, and finally as a head of the judiciary. I also, worked as a governor of Kerala for full 5 years. There also I'm going to point out certain my own experience may be useful for all of you present here. Shankar I.A.எஸ Academy is well-known coaching institute in India that specializes in preparing students for the Indian civil service examinations. Founded by Dr. Shankar in 2004, the Academy has built a reputation for providing a quality education and personalized guidance to the aspirants for the UPSC exam, one of the most competitive exams in India. Shankar I.A.எஸ Academy has expanded its coaching offerings to include TNP, Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission, and banking exams, allowing aspirants to prepare for multiple competitive exams under one roof. Other details, our academy itself has shown Previously they have mentioned everything to you. I am not going to elaborate. Coming to the role of bureaucrats in India has been central to the functioning of Indian government since independence in 1947. Bureaucrats, primarily those in the Indian Administrative Service, or we call it I.ஏ.எஸ, and other central and state services, have been pivotal in shaping policy, implementing government programs, and ensuring smooth running of administration across the country. Since independence, Indian bureaucrats have taken on variety of roles in shaping the country's political, economic, and social landscape. Their influence and responsibility have been felt in the following ways. I'm going to briefly state. 1. Implementation of policy and administration. Governance and public administration. Bureaucrats are responsible for the administration of public policies across India, implementing laws and government schemes. They play a crucial role in the functioning of government at both central and state levels. See, as mentioned by our Honorable Vice President, political parties or leaders may frame several issues, policies, or they want to implement several policies. It is for the bureaucrats, that is officers, to guide them properly. They have to say whether it comes within their knowledge or not. I will give only one example. That's why I said I may take little time. When I was a governor of Kerala for full term 5 years, because my own experience in the judiciary, when I receive a file from the CM's office residence at 10 o'clock, my secretary before lunch he will prepare a notes what it contains. I never lie down even after taking lunch. So 3 o'clock I go to my chamber office, then I will go through the subject. What is the subject? Whether it comes under state or central. These are all elected by people. The state government or central government elected by people, majority. So if the subject is within their norms, the governor or even a guard has no role to stop it. So within half an hour after going through it, I will approve it, and I used to ask my secretary to return the file to CM's residence from the Raj Bhavan car. So one day, first day, I worked under two chief ministers, Suman Chande, Congress, and President Pinarayi Vijayan. I received a phone call. Sir, I want to come and see you. No, I said, welcome, no problem. Chief Minister can meet Governor, but shall I know the purpose? He said, only morning 10 o'clock we send the file. We received your approval and signature. By 5 o'clock it returned to our residence. So I want to come and thank you. Now I said, if that is so, you have to come every day to Raj Bhavan. Why I am saying, it comes within their power of the state government. They are elected by people. Others have no right to question their policy, whether beneficial to this, that, if legally they commit a mistake, if any state government passes an order under the central subject, then anyone can stop it. Why I am saying, these are all very important for bureaucrats. Politicians political leaders may commit some mistake. It is the responsibility of the bureaucrats to correct it. Then planning and policy formulation. Indian bureaucrats were integral to the Planning Commission, later replaced as Niti Aayog, helping design India's 5-year plans for economic growth and development. Civil servants played key roles in the formation of policies across various sectors such as agriculture, education, health, infrastructure, industrial development. Another subject is law and order. Bureaucrats, particularly in positions like district collectors, superintendent of police and other administrative heads, were directly responsible for maintaining law and order at the grassroots level. Another is economic development and industrialization. The role in economic planning post-independence, India adopted a socialist model development, and the Indian bureaucracy, especially in the economic planning, was instrumental in the development of public sector industries, agricultural policies and infrastructure projects. Then Green Revolution. Bureaucrats were key players in the Green Revolution, that is 1960s-70s, which introduced modern agricultural practices in India, significantly increasing food production and ensuring self-sufficiency in food grains. Then industrialization. Then I am not elaborating that subject. Then social and welfare policies, social justice initiatives. Bureaucrats were central to the implementation of affirmative action policies such as policies for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and other backward classes. They ensured the effective execution of reservation policies in government jobs, education, political representation. Then education and health care. Bureaucrats played a significant role in the implementation of government policies for universal education, public health, poverty alleviation. Programs like midday meals, National Literacy Mission and public health initiatives were overseen by civil servants at the state and district level. Another important thing, handling national crises and disasters. Bureaucrats have been at the forefront of managing national crises such as natural disasters. All of you might have seen what happened or happening last 2 weeks in our state, how our Chief Minister, other ministers and all the officers are working day and night to help the victims. And another subject is economic reforms. The bureaucratic machinery played a key role in economic liberalization in early 90s, guiding the transition from socialist economy to a market-driven economy. Today, India moves forward. There is a need for more transparent, efficient, accountable bureaucracy that can meet the demands of rapidly changing world. Another important thing, the evolving role of bureaucrats in the 21st century. In the 21st century, the role of bureaucrats in India has evolved significantly, driven by technological advancement, globalization, changing political dynamics, and the increasing demand for efficient, transparent, and citizen-centric governance. Bureaucrats continue to play a pivotal role in shaping countries' governance and administrative functions, but their responsibilities now include navigating new challenges and opportunities brought by modern governance practices. Key aspects of bureaucrats' role in 21st century, just I will mention the topics only: driving e-governance and digital transformation. All bureaucrats must aware of the modern technology. Now, when I mention about me, how I struggled to dispose of the biggest case ever heard by Supreme Court, that is Bombay bomb blast case. I am going to, at that time, I was not in a position to handle computer or anything. So we means there is a minimum 2 judges bench. We could not even move fastly. So my request is bureaucrats must aware of this modern technology. Then Digital India initiative launched in 2015 is a key example of how bureaucrats are leveraging technology to enhance the delivery of public service. Then big data and AI. Bureaucrats today are expected to use data analysis, artificial intelligence, that is AI, and machine learning to improve decision-making process, optimize resource allocation, implement more effective public policies. For instance, data-driven policy making is used in sectors such as healthcare, agriculture, and urban planning. Smart cities, the bureaucrats are also central to the implementation of smart city projects which use technology to improve urban infrastructure, public services, and transportation systems, aiming to enhance the quality life for citizens. Enhancing transparency and accountability. Right to Information Act. Now publics are entitled to ask details, questions. Under Right to Information Act, the bureaucrats must inform all those details and apprise the political personalities also. Then transparency in procurement. Then managing complex policy implementation, policy innovation, public-private partnership, sustainability and green policies, citizen-centric governance, service delivery, that is bureaucrats are at the core of transforming government service delivery to make it more citizen-centric. This involves creating efficient system that ensures that services like healthcare, education, welfare schemes and social security reach the people who need them the most, especially in remote and rural areas. Next is public outreach and communication. Another one is inclusive development, which I have already explained. The role of bureaucrats, I have mentioned the role relating to scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC. Likewise, in implementing welfare schemes like Manrega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and others are all critical in promoting inclusive growth. The bureaucrats must aware of all these projects. Actually, many of them, I am sorry to say, many of them are unaware of what is going on in the Manrega. Most of the these women workers, of course, they work, but after all, it is a public money. They have to be satisfied with their work, and all these things have to be properly monitored. Then natural disasters, this also I have already explained. Public health crisis and administrative reforms and organizational efficiency. This also I explained. Streamlining governance, talent management, governance reforms, then political administrative interference and independence. This I want to say one or two things. In 21st century, bureaucrats are increasingly expected to navigate the tension between the political influence and administrative naturality. The growing influence in politics in administrative decision making has challenged the traditionally neutral role of bureaucrats, requiring them to balance their professional duties with the political realities. Then international diplomacy and global changes. This also I need not elaborate. Foreign trade and investment, bureaucrats in ministries like commerce, finance, external affairs play a significant role in negotiating international agreements, promoting foreign direct investment and boosting India's trade relations with other countries. Finally, in the 21st century, bureaucrats are not just administrators. They are leaders, innovators, and problem solvers. The modern bureaucrat is expected to have a broader skill set, including technological proficiency, data literacy, and collaborative management. These qualities are essential for ensuring that the Indian government remains responsive, efficient, and forward-looking in addressing the needs of its people. In the introduction, the madam has mentioned about me, so I am not going to elaborate, but for the future bureaucrats sitting here, they must aware that my journey started as a farmer's son, studied in government school Tamil medium, government law college, started in practicing High Court and served as a law officer, then elevated as a permanent judge at the Madras High Court on 8/1/96, and after serving 10 years, transferred to Punjab and Haryana High Court, then elevated to Supreme Court on 21/8/2007, followed by the honor of rendering head of Indian Judicial Service in the position of 40th Chief Justice of India, and retired on 26/4/2014. Today, the present Chief Justice is 51st. Chandrachud retired recently as 50th Chief Justice. Present Chief Justice is 51. Later rendering public service as an executive head of a state, that is Governor of Kerala during 2014-19, and finally returned and settled as a farmer, that is FAR, Kisan. I refuse to stay neither at Delhi nor at Chennai, though I own a good house here. I want to continue my farming in my native village, which is in the western part of Tamil Nadu, in Erode district. Though I had an opportunity to dispose of thousands of cases in Supreme Court, just I am mentioning only few to cut short my speech. The Reliance Gas judgment, very important judgment, in which myself and my companion judge, after analyzing the role of public sector undertakings in our country, we suggested The national assets belong to the people and the same should be explored through public sector undertakings. But I don't know how the government, the previous and present governments are utilizing public sector. You are the best person to understand. I am not going further. Another is a Mumbai 1993 Mumbai blast case. This was the biggest case ever heard by the Supreme Court. Trial went for 14 years and after the conviction, the High Court has no role, only Supreme Court has jurisdiction. Justice Kapadia was the then Chief Justice of India. One day his secretary during lunchtime came to my chamber, very rare occasion. Sir, Chief Justice of India wants to see you. Please come and meet him at 4:30 today, 4:30 p.m. today. I was little worried, and because he was a very tough Chief Justice, I don't know why he has called me. Then I went there. He said, brother, I am going to entrust this Bombay blast case to you. You are free to select your companion judge because Supreme Court, all cases are being heard by minimum 2, 3, 5, 7 like that. Then I accept, Chief, whatever you say, I am ready to work. Then after 1 week, I think March, some vacation there in North India, holy vacation. I asked my secretary to send those judgment copies so that I will read in my village. She was standing like a tree. I asked her, what is the problem? Sir, if you want to send it to your village, I have to send it in a lorry. 13,000 records, you can't carry it in a flight. Then I said, leave it. Then afterwards, we started hearing these appeals for 10 months without any break. Morning 10:30 to 4 o'clock, no case, no other case for 10 months. That's why I said it's the biggest case ever heard by the Supreme Court. Maybe now I.ஏ.எஸ judgment also a very big case. Then he delivered a judgment that is also very important. Then another is I had the opportunity to decide Rajiv Gandhi assassination accused case. It's also very important. They deserve death sentence, no doubt. The Supreme Court also did it. But our Indian Constitution gives right to even a death convicts to certain reliefs. So all of them made a mercy petition to the President of India, that is Karunai Manu. Unfortunately, that was kept pending for more than 7 years. Then a PIL was filed by all 7 people that came up before me. The only reason by the then Union of Government said the incident took place at extreme south and it took several years to take all the records to Delhi Home Ministry, then to prepare a notes to place it before President. No, I said Sri Perumbudur is not a far away, it's a part of Tamil Nadu, and from Chennai number of flights are there. Even if it is loaded in a lorry, it will reach within a week. So several years may not be a sufficient ground. Then we rely on many provisions in the Constitution, United Nations organizations schemes. Then I held in the absence of acceptable reason, they cannot be executed. We converted death into life. At that time they were in jail for nearly 26 or 27 years. Then based on their conduct in the prison, when they complete 31 years, then state government released all of them. Now they have gone to their native state also. No, why I am mentioning, when I retired, on the date of retirement, normally the President of India hosts a dinner for the retiring Chief Justice. But after 1 week, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, then Honorable President, invited me and my wife for a lunch, private lunch. We went there. After finishing lunch in his dining, he asked his daughter to take my wife to Mughal Garden, and he was holding my right hand. He took me to his office room. Sir, what for you are taking me there? I asked, please come. Then he asked me, see, this is my office table. I am keeping your judgment, that mercy, disposal of mercy petition judgment in my table. Whenever I receive mercy petition, that judgment will remind me, don't delay it. Within 2 weeks, I used to dispose of those petitions. He showed me. Now I said, sir, that is not my intention. If acceptable reasons are there, within a reasonable time you have to pass an order, you can retain, but not several years, because our constitution gives right to even death convicts. I took it as prestige for that judgment. Then prohibition of manual scavenging, which also on seeing many persons going inside the manhole of drainage, many persons die. So we prohibited, whenever no one is permitted to enter the manhole and use those things by hand. And in case of death, compensation of rupees 10 lakhs have to be awarded by the concerned state. And under the Disabilities Act, knowing the problems of various disabled persons, we made an observation to the Parliament to increase the reservation from 3% to 4%. That was also done immediately. Then another thing, these MP and MLAs, they are having constituency fund. That was challenged in the Supreme Court. That was heard and the judgment was prepared by me. I upheld. We issued various directions to our MPs and MLAs. Then Nota, somebody mentioned in the morning. Nota also, I spent 1 day in the court hall itself with the assistance of Chief Election Commissioner. We prepared that. Then BBPAT, that is, whenever you select a political party or a person, a small slip will come. That was also our innovation, and we passed an order. I am not elaborating other judgments. And during my tenure as a governor of Kerala, only 1 minute, I instituted Chancellor's Award for Best University in the state. I maintained good relationship with the elected government. On 13/7/2019, Dr. Ambedkar Law University, it is here in Chennai, conferred a doctorate degree of Doctors of Law LLD, and the same was awarded by the Honorable President of India in the presence of then Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. Again on 25/1/2021, Honorable President of India sent a letter appreciating my service as a best governor and a baton decorated with emblem of Indian Republic as a memento through District Collector Erode, and the same is adorning in my residence even now. My dear young friends, as a person hailing from judiciary and occupied in the highest position in judiciary as Chief Justice of India, I request all of you to learn and understand some of the relevant and important provisions in our Constitution of India, which was enacted on 26th day of November 1949, sorry. Even last week on the same day, our Honorable Prime Minister visited Supreme Court. I also attended there, and that day was celebrated first time in the Supreme Court in the presence of our Honorable Prime Minister. Preamble which speaks about justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, unity and integrity of the nation. Every student in our country must know the preamble. If one is aware of the preamble, you won't say, I am from this state, I am from this community or religion. Then other important provisions are fundamental rights, fundamental duties, free press, freedom to speak and write, free movement throughout India, that is Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Ahmedabad to Shillong, right to criticize government if they go wrong, independent judiciary, no arrest without assigning adequate reason or reasons. Our constitution protects both male and female, equal rights to women. Everyone must have free legal aid, legal literacy, legal awareness, lok adalat, etc. Now I am not going to elaborate. If I take these topics, it may take another 1 hour. With this, I conclude my address. My best wishes to Shankar I.A.S. Academy for producing more eminent persons in the administration. I thank Madam Vaishnavi Devi, Managing Director, for giving me this opportunity to participate. Thank you. Jai Hind.